surveyor life.
Yeah. Hari Om, Namaste to all. Prostrating at the lotus feet of Brahmanishta Shrotriya Sadguru Swami Virajeshwara Saraswati and the entire Guru Parampara, on behalf of all of us, today's discourse on Viveka Chudamani will continue. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Mahasaraswatyai Namaha. Sadashivasamarambham Sri Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krudo Vande Bhagavantav Punah Punah Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmiham. Om Namo Bhagavate Virajeshwaraya. Hari Om. Last time we had stopped at shloka number 315 in the Viveka Chudamani, and hardly there were 2 or 3 minutes left in the end due to technical problem and the loss of the internet connection. Last 2-3 minutes it was not we were not able to complete that. So in the last few sets of shlokas, Acharya is explaining about the triad, and to give up the triad, that what is the triad he was explaining in all these shlokas. One is vasana, the other one is Vishaya Chintana, and the third one is subsequent karma. So vasanas, urges, the instinctive urge, the stimuli, that, suddenly an urge will develop. I want to do this. I have to do this. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want this or I want that. That sudden urge is called vasana. And that propels subsequent thoughts. Thoughts are generated, one after another, connected with the vasana, what it is there in our mind, carried from so many births. Unfulfilled desires, they appear in the form of instinctive tendencies, feelings, like vasana. Then the thoughts generated. Subsequently, we perform the action connected, proportion to the thoughts generated in our mind. So Acharya is dealing in the set of shlokas. All these vasana lead to Vishaya Chintana, and Vishaya Chintana will lead to karmas. And all the three have to be discarded, my dear disciple, if you want to be on the path of this sadhana, if you want to be in the path of realization, you have to be careful. Acharya ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಕಳೆದ ಕೆಲವು ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಇದೇ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ವಾಸನೆಗಳು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ವೃದ್ಧಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಷಯ ಚಿಂತನೆಗಳು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ವಿಷಯ ಚಿಂತನೆಗಳು ಬಂದಷ್ಟು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ಅನುಗುಣವಾದ ಕರ್ಮಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೇವೆ. ವಾಸನೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ವಿಷಯ ಚಿಂತನೆಯಿಂದ ಕರ್ಮ, ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಪೂರಕ. ಇವುಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ಸಾಧನೆಗೆ ಬಲವಾದ ಅಡ್ಡಿ ಅಂತ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಶಂಕರರು ಅಪ್ಪಣೆ ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. So 316th shloka onwards we are commencing today. Priyanashe bhavet chintanashah asmad vasanakshayah vasana prakshayo mokshah sa jivan muktirishyate. क्रियानाशे भवेत् चिन्तानाशः अस्मात् वासनाक्षयः वासनाप्रक्षयो मोक्षः स जीवन्मुक्तिरिष्यते. Now, this is a landmark shloka here. Acharya Shankara Bhagavad-pada is telling the disciple, the mumukshu, the jinyasu, that remember how Jivan Mukti is attained. Jivan Mukti here he refers to as liberation, total freedom from the cycle of birth and death. ಜೀವನ್ ಮುಕ್ತಿಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಈ ಶ್ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ. ಜೀವನ್ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಜನನ ಮರಣ ಈ ಚಕ್ರದಿಂದ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆಗೊಂಡು ಶಾಶ್ವತವಾದ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಪುನರ್ಜನ್ಮ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇದೇ ಕೊನೆಯ ಜನ್ಮ. ಈ ದೇಹ ಇರುವಾಗಲೇ ತನ್ನ ನಿಜ ಸ್ವರೂಪದ ಅರಿವನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಅನುಭವಿಸೋದು, ಇದೇ ಜೀವನ್ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಕರ್ಮವು ನಾಶವಾದಾಗ ತಾನೇ ತಾನಾಗಿ ವಿಷಯ ಚಿಂತನೆಗಳು ನಾಶವಾಗುತ್ತವೆ, ಇದರಿಂದ ವಾಸನೆಯೂ ನಾಶವಾಗುತ್ತವೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ವಾಸನೆಯ ನಾಶ ಅಥವಾ ವಾಸನಾಕ್ಷಯ ಅದೇ ನಿಜವಾದ ಮೋಕ್ಷ, ಅದೇ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಈ ಶ್ಲೋಕ. ಆಚಾರ್ಯ is telling in this shloka, when all the actions, whatever we are propelled due to our vasanas, the urges, due to our urges, due to the thoughts relating to the urge, all such actions, if by force, by determination, consciously, all the time contemplating and thinking and reflecting, doing manana, that these actions, what I am trying to do, they lead to further increase in my own vasanas. They further give rise to new thoughts. They further give rise to new desires. So if I fulfill this desire today, subsequently another desire will start germinating in my own mind. If I try to fulfill that by doing another set of karmas, actions, appropriate actions, then another desire will spring. So there is no end for the desires. Like waves, wave upon wave, the desires will hit my mind, and all the time I indulge in the actions and karmas and more karmas and more karmas. Thereby I end up in ultimately the total misery and grief. Ultimately the happiness will vanish, mind becomes restless. So always I am sucked into the mode of action all the time. That means my mind will go away from the spiritual path. The main purpose of me is to know who really I am. I am that supreme consciousness. I am that real awareness. That I will forget. I become more and more disconnected by more and more actions. So by such contemplations, Acharya says, Priyanashe bhavet chintanashah asmat vasanakshaya. So by stopping all my actions, what happens? Chintanasha, the thoughts, they also will stop, subside. Because I'm not yielding to the thoughts. When a thought comes in, I must do this, I must possess this. I'm not yielding. So once I'm not yielding, I'm very firm. The thought, it will traverse in the mind. It will try to, interfere in the mind. It will try to mesmerize my mind. It will try to trap my mind. But still, if I am firm, no. If I don't yield, easier said than done. If I don't yield, what happens? The thoughts will subside, and they will vanish one day. So when the thoughts vanish, what happens? The vasana also will go out. That urge, the primary instinctive feeling, the tendency which had developed and which resulted in the thought, the vasana also will vanish. So Acharya, Bhagavad Pada is going in the reverse direction to see that we train ourselves right from the action mode of action level itself. You stop your action, the thoughts will subside. When the thoughts will subside, the vasanas also will subside. See, one is linked with the other. ಕರ್ಮಗಳನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಸೆಗೆ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕರ್ಮಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಬಹಳ ಬಲವಂತದಿಂದ ಮನಸ್ಸನ್ನ ಬಿಗಿ ಹಿಡಿದು ವಿವೇಕದಿಂದ ಇದು ಯಾತಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನನ್ನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಆಸೆ ಪೂರೈಕೆಗೆ ಈ ಕರ್ಮವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಈ ಆಸೆಯನ್ನು ಪೂರೈಸಿದರೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಆಸೆ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದರಿಂದ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಆಸೆ ಹುಟ್ಟುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಆಸೆಯನ್ನು ಪೂರೈಸ್ತಾ ಹೋದಷ್ಟು ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಆಸೆಗಳು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಕರ್ಮಗಳನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ, ಬಲವಾಗಿ ಮನಸ್ಸನ್ನ ಬಿಗಿ ಹಿಡಿಯೋದು ಅರ್ಥ. ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕರ್ಮಗಳನ್ನ ಬಿಗಿ ಹಿಡಿಯೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಚಿಂತನೆಗಳು, ಆ ವಿಷಯ ಚಿಂತನೆಗಳು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ವಾಸನೆ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮುಂದೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಮುಂದಿನ ಚರಣ, ವಾಸನಾ ಪ್ರಕ್ಷಯೋ ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಸಾ ಜೀವನ್ ಮುಕ್ತಿರಿಷ್ಯ. Acharya is now making a very firm, very assertive, very clear, very precise, with point of no doubt, without any doubt, with least iota of any doubt, he is declaring. He is clearly mentioning this point in the second chapter. What is that? Vasana prakshayo moksha sa jivan muktirishya. So look, my dear disciple, once the vasanas subside, vanish, they are destroyed, they are annihilated. ನೋಡಪ್ಪ ಶಿಷ್ಯ, ವಾಸನೆಗಳು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಕ್ಷಯವಾದಾಗ, ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸನೆಗಳೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾದಾಗ, ನಾಶವಾದಾಗ, ಅದೇ ಆ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯನ್ನೇ ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರಪ್ಪ ಶಿಷ್ಯ. ವಾಸನಾಕ್ಷಯವೇ ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಸ್ಥಿತಿ. ಸಾ ಜೀವನ್ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಇಷ್ಯತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಜೀವನ್ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಅಂತನೂ ಬಲ್ಲವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ತಿಳಿದವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸಾ ಜೀವನ್ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಇಷ್ಯತೆ. ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಬಹಳ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Now, in the second charana, Acharya is making so clear, precise, that vasana prakshayo moksha. So, the annihilation of vasanas itself is liberation, moksha, mukti, salvation. Vasana kshaya itself, the total vasana kshaya, annihilation of the urges, impulses in the mind which will generate the desire. So, the total annihilation, no more vasanas. Mind is pure. Mind is transparent, like a prism. So, no more vasanas. So, vasana kshaya, prakshaya means destruction of the vasanas, means mukti, moksha, liberation. Sa jivan mukti ishyate. That is also called jivan mukti. Moksha and jivan mukti are one and the same. While you are living in the body, still in the body, in the shariram, you become jivan mukta. Acharya is not. Once the vasanas completely go away, it leads to jivan mukti. What does it mean? You are liberated still while you are living. You are liberated still while you are living in the body. You will know that you are no more the body. The jnana will dawn in a flash that you are no more the body. You are the supreme consciousness, Paramashaitan. You are ultimately that only. So that is, this state is called Jivan Mukti. Acharya is talking here. Vasana prakshayo moksha sa Jivan Mukti ishyate. He is making so clear This shloka is so interesting, so simple, but so profound, so difficult. Listening, reading, that is one aspect. Understanding, one aspect. But experiencing, that is a question mark. In this connection, I remember how once our Gurudev, though it looked a humorous way of his point mentioning, but so profound meaning. It was like a I don't know how I should explain that. Only Gurudev knows. Humorously, while one fine day in solitude, he told me, suddenly, look, Vasana Kshaya is so difficult. A removal means, see, they are generated in the mind. You cannot put a particular urge in your mind. You cannot decide which urge should come first, which urge should come next. Or you cannot say, today, no more urges, stop. You cannot dictate your mind because mind controls you. You cannot control them in the normal life. So Gurudev was telling, Vasana Kshaya is so difficult. It is easier to say, but very, very difficult to understand, let alone experience. It's so difficult to experience because these urges are carried from so many previous births in the life. Look, not that they have come today in your life now. They are there, carried over and over and over and over from so many births. Very difficult. When the jnana dawns in, Gurudev continued, when the jnana dawns in, by the grace of the Almighty, by the grace of Ishvara, by Ishvara Krupa, he said, when the jnana dawns in, all the vasanas get annihilated. Vasana kshaya will occur. Then he said one more thing. That is very intriguing, very, very confusing. It's a paradox, I call it. Gurudev was known for such a paradoxes, and leave it to your own analysis and manana, reflection later. Then he said one more thing. See, when Vasana Kshaya occurs, Jnana will dawn. When the Jnana dawns, Vasana Kshaya will occur. See the sentence, go through the sentence. This is, I call it as paradox. Catch-22 situation. When the Vasana Kshaya occurs completely, Jnana dawns in. That is, realization occurs. When the Jnana dawns in, Vasana Kshaya will occur. Annihilation, destruction of vasanas. So, look at the two sentences what our Gurudev mentioned. All that can be said here is Vasana Kshaya and realization, or the dawn of Jnana. They are inseparable, totally interlinked. Totally interlinked. I leave it to your good judgment to think on that, contemplate on that. Next. Sadvasana spurti vijrambane sati asau vilina pya ahamadivasana ati prakrishtapi aruna prabhayam viliyate sadhu yatha tamisra. Sadvasana spurti vijrambane sati asau vilina api ahamadivasana ಅತಿ ಪ್ರಕೃಷ್ಟಾಪಿ ಅರುಣ ಪ್ರಭಾಯಾಂ ವಿಲೀಯತೆ ಸಾಧು ಯಥಾ ತಮಿಸ್ರ. ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಜಾವ ಅರುಣೋದಯ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೂರ್ಯ ಹುಟ್ಟೋ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ, ಹುಟ್ಟೋ ತನಕ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಗಾಢವಾದ ಕತ್ತಲೆ, ಆ ಕತ್ತಲೆಯಿಂದ ಉಂಟಾಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅನರ್ಥ ಪರಂಪರೆಗಳು ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ? ಸೂರ್ಯೋದಯ ಆದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಆ ಕತ್ತಲೆ ಹೊರಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕತ್ತಲೆಯ ಪರಿಣಾಮಗಳು ಹೊರಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೂರ್ಯ ಹುಟ್ಟೋ ತನಕ ಕತ್ತಲೆ, ಸೂರ್ಯ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ನಂತರ ಕತ್ತಲೆ ಹೊರಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಸದ್ವಾಸನ, ಬ್ರಹ್ಮವಾಸನ, ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಭಾವ, ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಭಾವ ವಾಸನ, ಇದು ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಅಹಂ ಆದಿವಾಸನ, ನಾನು ಅನ್ನೋ ಅಹಂಕಾರ, ಈ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಇತ್ಯಾದಿಗಳು ತಾನಾಗಿ ವಿಲೀನವಾಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಹಂಕಾರ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಿಂದ ಏನು ಈ ಶರೀರಾಭಿಮಾನ ಬಂದಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಥವನು, ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮವಾಸನೆ, ಸದ್ವಾಸನೆ, ಅದರ ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿಯಿಂದ, ಅದರ ಪ್ರಭಾವದಿಂದ ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ನಾಶವಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸೂರ್ಯೋದಯದ ಬೆಳಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕತ್ತಲೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ಪರಿಣಾಮಗಳು ನಾಶವಾಗುತ್ತೋ, ಆ ರೀತಿ ವಾಸನೆಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ಪರಿಣಾಮಗಳು, ತತ್ಸಂಬಂಧ ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಸದ್ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ವಾಸನೆ ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿಯಾದಾಗ ತಾನಾಗಿ ನಾಶವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಇಸ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಸದ್ವಾಸನಾ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿ ವಿಜೃಂಭತೆ ಸತಿ. ಲುಕ್ ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಡಿಸೈಪಲ್, ಸತಿ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್, ಅಥವಾ the moment when the Brahmavasana increases, Brahmanishtha Vasana increases, when you become aware, when you start concentrating on the Brahma Padartha, Parabrahma Vastu, when you start reflecting on Tattvamasi Mahavakya, you start reflecting Aham Brahmasmi Mahavakya, you start reflecting again and again, Prajnanam Brahma, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, Satyam Jnanam Manantam Brahma, Aham Brahma Asmi. All such Upanishad vachanas, if you start understanding and contemplating, all the time you think about Parabrahma Vastu. You think about Ishvara, in other words, simple. So the more and more you think about God in simple words, the more and more you think about the God or Ishvara or Parabrahma Vastu, Sakara or Nirakara Tattva, the more you concentrate on that. The original Sharira Abhimana, due to ego complex, mind ego complex, that I am the body, I am this Sthula Sharira, they will gradually vanish. So the more you think, the more you opt, the more you allow your mind with the Brahma Vasana, then what happens? All other, the Vasana of your ego, your mind, body-mind complex, these Vasanas, they will vanish. Just like when the sun ray appears at the dawn period, early morning, the darkness and the related effect of the darkness, they will vanish. In the absence of the sun ray, the darkness was there in the night. Now, the moment the sun reflects in the eastern horizon, the darkness will vanish. That is the example Acharya is given. Tamah karyam anarthajalam na drushyate satyudite dineshe tatha advayandavutau navasti bandho na cha dukkha gandha. Same example, next shloka, Acharya continues the same example. Tamah karyam anarthajalam dushyate sati udite dineshe tatha advayanandarasa anubhutau न वास्ति बंधो न च दुःख गंधः न वा अस्ति बंधः न च दुःख गंधः. Keywords, last charan. So when the sun rises, ಸೂರ್ಯ ಬೆಳಗಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಕತ್ತಲೆ ಮತ್ತು ಕತ್ತಲೆಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳು ಆ ತಮಸ್ಸು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ, ಕತ್ತಲೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಆ ತಮಸ್ಸು, ಆ ಅಜ್ಞಾನ, ಅದರ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ನಾಶವಾಗಿ ಹೋಗುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಬೆಳಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾನಂದ ರಸ ಅನುಭೂತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಭಾವ ಸ್ಫುಟವಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾನಂದ ರಸಭೂತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮನಸ್ಸು ತೃಪ್ತವಾಗಿ ಮುಳುಗಿರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ? ಆಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಂಧನ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ದುಃಖದ ಗಂಧವೇ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ದುಃಖವೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಂಧನವೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾನಂದ ಅನುಭೂತ ಸ್ಥಿತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಹೊರಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So the same example Acharya continues. So when the sun rises, na drishyate sati udite dine. Dineshe udite sati. When the sun rises, the moment sun rises, tamah karyam anartha jalam na drishyate. The tamas, which symbolizes ajnana, ignorance, darkness, sharirabhimana, thinking that everything is real, this world is real, I am real, the duality, I am different, you are different. So all such perfect nature of duality persisting in the world, everything together, tamakaryam anarthajalam na drishyati. So the moment the sun rises, darkness and related effects of the darkness will vanish. The same way, tatha advayananda rasanubhuto nava asti bandho nava asti bandha nacha dukkha gandha. Navasti bandho nacha dukkha gandha. So when advayananda rasanubhuti occurs in the mind, that means when realization dawns, when the reality dawns about the real nature of me, who am I? I am not this body anymore. I am that one. So when that Brahma Bhava occurs, when that Sarvatma Bhava occurs, when that Brahma Nishtha Bhava occurs in the mind, what happens? Then there is no more bondage. Nava asti bandha, nava asti bandha. Bandha asti, nacha dukkha gandha. Neither there is bondage, nor there is misery, nor there is sorrow or grief or whatever it is. There is no more shoka. Shoka means misery. Dukkha bandha also means shoka. Shoka, Sanskrit word. Sanskritam shabda. Moha, attachment. Elsewhere, repeatedly, it was told in the beginning that Acharya has given wonderful definitions in different contexts. In the introduction to Bhagavad Gita, Bhashya, Acharya says, samsara means, in English, I am trying to put it very simply. Samsara means shoka and moha. Shoka plus moha is equal to samsara. Simplest way of putting it. Shoka plus moha is equal to samsara. The simplest, finest, easiest definition. What is samsara? What is this life cycle of birth and death? It is full of misery, full of suffering. Shoka and moha, full of attachment. See, from birth to death, you and me and anyone in the world attached to someone in their life, attached. Whether they're parents, kids and kins, brothers, sisters, uncle, aunt, and above all, wife or husband, then followed by children, and subsequently, when the children are married, their spouses, grandchildren. See, that forms your own mini world within this world. So you are attached. You are totally attached without your knowledge. All the sides, the cobweb of attachment, dear, you feel sorry, you feel hurt. When something happens in the family, you feel so sorry. So there is shoka. Why shoka and moha, they go together in samsara. So that is called samsara. Your happy moments are very, very less in life, sir. ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಹೇಳಿದ ಹಾಗೆ ಸಂಸಾರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಭಾಷ್ಯದ ಅವತರಣಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸಂಸಾರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಪ್ಪ ಶೋಕ ಮತ್ತು ಮೋಹ. ಮೋಹ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇವರು ನನ್ನವರು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಭಾವ. ಶೋಕ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ. ನನಗೆ ಇದಾಗಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಅದಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಈ ತೊಂದರೆ ಬಂತು, ಅದು ಹೋಗೋದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ತೊಂದರೆ ಬಂತು. ಇದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಆಘಾತ ಆಯಿತು ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ. ಇವರು ಏನಾಗಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನವರು, ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಸರಿ ಓದಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಸರಿಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಗಂಡ ಸರಿಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಂಸಾರ ನಡೆಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇತ್ಯಾದಿ ಇತ್ಯಾದಿ ಇತ್ಯಾದಿ. ಶೋಕಕ್ಕೆ 108 ಕಾರಣಗಳು. ಸೊ ದ ಮಿಸರಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಗ್ರೀಫ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಶೋಕ. ದುಃಖ ಬಂಧ ಹಿಯರ್ ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ನವ ಅಸ್ತಿ ಬಂಧ ನಚ ದುಃಖ ಗಂಧ. ಸೊ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಲಿಬರೇಟೆಡ್, ನೀದರ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ this bondage nor there is misery. Your samsara will vanish. That means your shoka and attachment, moha will vanish. You are there. You are there. As long as your body is alive, you are moving in your family or in the world, your connected world, your own individual world, in your own canvas. You are behaving and moving. But internally, you have stabilized. Your mind has been totally purified. Vasanas have gone, longings gone, urges have gone, desires have gone, and you have become a pure witness. You have become a total witness without any iota of discomfort in the mind. So your mind has reached equanimity mode. All the 3 gunas interplay you are watching: Rajoguna, Tamoguna, and Sattva. Every action is endowed, influenced by one of the 3 gunas, or all the 3 gunas mixed together. And you become a sort of a player in the field without playing anything, like a watcher. You are in the field, you are not playing, but you are watching. You have become a witness internally. But your body is performing all the functions earnestly, sincerely, diligently, without attachment, without moha. So as long as that idea of attachment is there, moha is there, there is no emancipation, no realization. The moment the moha is gone, vasanas are reduced, completely gone, longings are gone, urges are gone. Then the state of happiness called eternal happiness, Brahmananda Vritti, Brahmakara Vritti, will dawn in the mind again, not by your personal effort, because ego has to be destroyed. It is due to the grace of the God or Sadguru. All that is possible ultimately by the grace of the Guru or God. So that's what Acharya says. तथा अद्वैयानंद रसानुभूतो नव अस्ति बंधः न च दुःख गंधः. नव अस्ति बंधः न च दुःख गंधः. So when we are experiencing that advayananda rasa, that oneness, when you yourself become the ocean of Brahmananda, you become the ocean of bliss, absolute bliss, then where is the question of misery? Where is the question of individual attachment, individual possessive indulgences in life. Where is the question of any desire to possess this or to have that? That's what it is. Now, Ishopanishad or Ishavasyopanishad as it is called, there is a beautiful Mahamantra, Anuvaka Vachana is there. Isha Upanishad, also called Ishavasyopanishad, both are same. Upanishad says, see, for a realized person, for a jnani, in other words, for a Brahmajnani or a Brahmavid means knower of Brahma, who has realized his true potentiality, who knows that in a flash he understood, he became aware, he experienced firsthand that he is no more the body. There is no aversion, no attachment, no possessive feeling, no indulgences in life, no desires, and no karmas subsequent. So, for a jnani, a Brahmajnani, once he realizes his true nature, once he knows that there is no difference, there is only one Vastu, Sadvastu, Brahma Vastu, Parabrahma Vastu, there is only one, there is no second. For such a jnani, for such a realized Mahatman, for such a sage, the Ishopanishad says, Tatra ko mohaha kashokaha ekatvam anupashyatah. Tatra ko mohaha kashoka ekatvam anupashyatah. Tatra kaha moha, tatra kaha shokaha, because ekatvam anupashyatah. Where is the attachment? Where is that possessive urge, feelings, total attachment, mamakara? Where is that? Where is tatra kaha moha, tatra kaha shoka? Where is the misery? Where is the grief? So neither there is attachment nor the fear of losing your own possessive things. So there is no grief, no misery, no suffering. So where is the attachment? Where is the suffering? All the time you have become purely, you have drunk with the Brahmananda rasa. You are immersed in the Brahmananda, Nijananda. So for such a person, he sees ekatvam anupashyata. He sees only one. There is no second. There is no individual differences. There is no duality at all. Multiplicity of forms and names and shapes, everything will vanish from his sight, from his standpoint of view. All that appears different, diversified names and forms, ultimately all merge to only one, that Brahmapadartha. Whole thing underlying is only one Brahmapadartha. The same absolute Paramatma Sattva, Paramatma Tattva, or Brahma Tattva, or Parabrahma Tattva is manifesting itself in different forms and shapes and sizes, both living and non-living. Ekatvam anupashyatah, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಒಂದೇ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಪದಾರ್ಥ ಅನ್ನೋ ಭಾವನೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಜ್ಞಾನಿಗೆ ಆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಭಾವದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ, ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಒಂದೇ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗ, ತೋರ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಜಗತ್ತು, ಈ ವೈವಿಧ್ಯತೆ, ಇವುಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದೇ, ಅದೊಂದೇ ನಿಜವಾದ ವಸ್ತು, ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಪದಾರ್ಥ, ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ವಸ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಶೋಕಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಗ ಇದೆ, ಮೋಹಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಗ ಇದೆ? ಇದು ಈಶೋಪನಿಷತ್ ಹೇಳೋ ಮಾತು. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಥಾ ಅದ್ವಯಾನಂದ ರಸಾನುಭೂತೋ ನವ ಅಸ್ತಿ ಬಂಧಃ ನಚ ದುಃಖ ಗಂಧಃ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲವು ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳು ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮಾದದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಪ್ರಮಾದ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ವಿಘ್ನಕಾರಿಯಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ, ಪ್ರಮಾದ ಎನ್ನುವುದು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ತೊಡಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ, ಸಾಧನಾ ಮಾರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಕೆಲವು ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳಲ್ಲಿ. ಪ್ರಮಾದ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಪ್ರಮಾದ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಶಬ್ದ, ಆದರೆ ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಅರ್ಥಗಳು. ಸುಲಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಪ್ರಮಾದ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ತಪ್ಪು ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ, ತಪ್ಪು ಗ್ರಹಿಕೆ, ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಅಸಡ್ಡೆ, ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗಮನ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದು, ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಸೋಮಾರ್ತನದಿಂದ ಉಡಾಫೆಯಿಂದ ವರ್ತಿಸೋದು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಪ್ರಮಾದ. So in the next few set of shlokas, Acharya is now talking about the nature of pramada. What is pramada? In simple, pramada means negligence. Pramada means forgetfulness, negligence, forgetting our real divine nature. So inadvertence, negligence, forgetfulness, forgetting, false impression, mistake. Pramada means by mistake. We identify something else. We forget the reality. We think of something else by mistake. So by mistake is called pramada. Negligence is pramada. False identification also pramada. False impression, pramada. So he is talking about how the pramada becomes an obstacle in the sadhana mode itself in the next set of slokas. Drishyam pratītam pravilāpayan swayam sanmatramanandaganam vibhavayan samayitah sanbahirantaram va kalam nayethaha sati karma bandhe. Very important shloka. Drishyam pratītam pravilāpayan swayam sanmatramanandaganam vibhavayan samahitah sanbahirantaram va kalam nayethaha sati karma bandhe. Now Acharya is giving a final injunction in the last charana of this larger shloka with 4 charana. What he says in the 4th last charana? Kalam nayetha sati karma bandhe. Karma bandhe sati kalam nayetha. If your prarabdha is there to live in this life, that means if the ayushya is still there for the physical body, your physical body, if the ayushya pramana is still there, kalam nayetha. Spend your time observing your prarabdha. That is understood. Spend your time. Kalam nayetha. It looks so simple. Naturally, you have to live. Whether you like or not, morning and day and morning will come and go, and months, weeks will come and go, months will come and go, years will come and go. Nobody will sit in the home and start thinking that, okay, when I'm going to die, when I'm going to die, one more day over, one more day over, one more week over, 1 month over. No, nobody will think like that. If we start thinking, people in the world, in the material world, call him as a madcap. If you say like that. So Acharya is not meaning in that sense. What Acharya is telling here, if your prarabdha is there still, That means if your lifespan of the physical body is still persisting, at the verge of dawn of reality, how you should conduct? Always think of Brahma Padartha. Always be in that mode of Brahmavasa. Always, always, always. Drishyam pratitam pravilapayan swayam sanmatram ananda ganam vibhavayan. By forcibly forgetting whatever is perceived by your five senses, not giving importance what you see, not giving importance to what you hear all the time, not giving much importance to what you touch, what you taste, not giving much importance. Drishyam pratitam pravilapayan swayam. Withdraw from all the sense objects and sensory perceptions about the world, what you are living through, going through. Observe everything as a purely witness mode. Don't react in your mind. That is the point. What you see, what you hear, what you touch, what you smell, what you eat, what you drink. Take things as they come. Don't react too much. Inside, you disconnect yourself. Destroy means disconnect yourself, pure yourself from all the five sensory perceptions your body, mind receiving, and your body is reacting. Separation, dissociation. ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದ ಘಟನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ 5 ಇಂದ್ರಿಯಗಳು ಏನು ಸ್ಪಂದನೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವಲ್ಲ, ಅವುಗಳಿಂದ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಪಡೆದು ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಸಂಗನಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಸ್ಥಿತಿ, ಅವುಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇವಲ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿ ಭಾವದಿಂದ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಸ್ಥಿತಿ. ತನ್ಮಾತ್ರ ಆನಂದ ಘನಂ ವಿಭಾವಯನ್ ಸಮಾಹಿತಃ ಸನ್ ಬಹಿರಂತರಂ ವಾ ಕಾಲಂ ನಯೇತ ಸತಿ ಕರ್ಮ ಬಂದೇ. Acharya tells his disciple, he is telling the disciple here, look, my dear disciple, on the path of sadhana, you want to reach God. You want to realize the true nature of yourself, who you are. You want to be emancipated, is it not? Then, always, with all the knowledge and teaching so far I have given you, you are adept in Upanishads, you are adept in Bhagavad Gita and Brahma Sutra and all Prakarana Granthas and Vedanta, this Prakriya. So always contemplate, do the manana on everything you have learned, what Upanishads say, everything you go on contemplating, forgetting, not indulging, not associating. Whatever you see, whatever you touch, whatever you feel, whatever you eat, not involving too much in that. The body is doing all the functions, but you are no more the body. You are away. You are outside the body. You are not connected with the body. Though you are inside, you are no way connected with the body. Think like that all the time. Your body, mind, they are doing functions. You are not doing anything. Think like that. Drishyam pratitam pravilapayan swayam. That means the same thing. Everything, destroy all the feelings inside the mind means you become a witness. See, your eyes will see so many things, isn't it? You cannot order the eye to see only a particular thing, not to see another. When the eyes are open, it will see. When the ear is there, not defective, you hear all the sounds. When the food is there, whatever the taste is there, your tongue will taste. And you can touch anything from your hands. And when the smell is there, your nose will receive the smell, good or bad. You cannot control that. You cannot tell your nose, Baba, receive only the good smell. Don't receive the bad smell, bad odor. You cannot order the nose. Nose is doing its function. Eyes are doing their function in their own orbs. In their golakas, they are set The five senses, sensory organs, are meant to perceive the world outside. They receive the information from outside. They react. They receive, pass it on to the brain, correct? So why do you react? Let them do their job. You become dissociated. How? Always sanmatra anandaganam vibhavayan samahitaha san bahirantaram va. Third line is very important. Very key phrase here. Acharya tells the disciple how to conduct in the sadhana. By living in the world, seeing the world with the eyes, hearing with the ears, smelling with the nose, eating with the tongue, tasting with the tongue, and with the sparsha, with the feeling of touch. How to conduct? Acharya says, Samayitaha san bahirantarva, bahirantaram va. Sanmatram anandaganam vibhavayan samahitam san bahirantaram. So from inside and outside, you always become tagged on to the one locus, that is Brahmapadartha. Always reflect. Remember, there is only one Brahmapadartha. There is only supreme consciousness. There is only one Ishvara, Vastu, Nirakara, Tattva, formless, nameless, uncomprehendable. It is beyond the mind. I cannot think. The mind cannot reach there. The intellect cannot reach and codify, quantify what it is. It is beyond. There is only one in the entire cosmos. The whole creation, the cosmos has come from that only. That is the original Moola Sanatana Avyakta. It is beyond the Avyakta, beyond the unmanifest. So there is only one thing. Brahma Padartha, Parabhrahma Vastu, Parabhrahma Padartha, Sadvastu, Chinmurti Prajnana Ghana Vastu. It is always eternal. No birth or no death. It remains as it is. It is beyond the time concept, space concept, continuum concept. It is beyond Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. It is Gunatita. It is Kalatita. It is beyond what you call as present, past, future. Kalatita, beyond that. It is Gunatita, Kalatita, Deshatita, Avasthatrayatita. It is beyond your what you call waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. So anything you cannot compare. It is beyond everything. So contemplating on that. There is only one Vastu, Sadvastu, Brahma Vastu, like. So inside and outside, contemplate all the time like. All the time like. So there is another saying in the Upanishad. It says, externally when our sense organs like eyes and ears, see, they receive information. When you walk and look and hear, when you eat, when you talk, you are receiving information. Your eyes are seeing, ears are hearing. When you are eating, your tongue is tasting different varieties of food. So, how to conduct yourself internally in the mind? Yam bho na sanna pitoyam na tejo na vayur na kham na tat karya jatam yedesha madishthana bhutam vishuddham sadekam parama yatta devahamasmi. Upanishad says. That means I am not this bhu, means I am not this prithvi tattva. I am not this soil. I am not this earth. No more. Sannapi toyam. I am not this water. I am not this jala. I am not the bhumi. I am not the jala. I am not even the tejaha, agni, fire. Na vayu. I am not even the wind. Na kham. I am not even the akasha, space. Nor I am the effects of the five Panchamahabhuta. Na tatkarya jatam. I am nothing of all these things. Yet etad adishthana bhutam vishuddham sadekam paramayattad devahamas. I am that single substratum. I am that original substratum, adhishthanam, on which the whole creation is resting. The whole creation has come. I am that Vishuddham. I am that Ekam, Sadekam. I am that Paramam. I am that beyond anything to explain. I am that eternal self-shining. That is how the mind should contemplate. Chandrasekhara Mahaswami writes all these things in the Bhashyam on the shloka here. On this shloka, all this is given by Mahaswami himself. And looking at the inner things, how we should contemplate. Na deho na chaksha ni na prana vayur mano na pi buddhar na chittam ahamadihi yadesham adhisthana bhutam vishuddham sadekam param yatra devahamasmi. So internally we should contemplate that I am not the body, I am not the five senses like the eyes and ears and nose and tongue and skin. I am not even the prana, panch pranas. I am not even this manas, mind. I am not even the buddhi. I am not even the chitta. I am not even ahamadhi. I am not even this ahankara and related effects of ahankara, ego factor. I am pure adhisthana. For all these things internally, I am Vishuddham, Sadekam, Param, Yatra Devahamas. Yattat Devahamas. I am that eternal, single, individual, only Ekam, Eva Advitiyam Vastuhu. That is how I should contemplate, Acharya says. Mahaswami has given all these things in his Bhashya on this shloka. So that is how Acharya starts in this shloka 319. 319. So with the Guru Sankalpa, we are stopping here today. Sri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Sri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Rama Sri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Sri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Hari Om. Om Namo Bhagavate Viraj. Hari Om.
Hari Om, sir. Thank you so much for this Amrita Dhare every week.